podcast and to another episode of a little series I like to call Shakespeare Uncovered. I'm your host Joe Ashford, and today we will be looking at Act 3 from one of the classics, Romeo and Juliet. Now, without any further ado, let's dive right into Act 3. Scene 1. We begin Scene 1 in the streets of Verona, Monday afternoon. Mercutio and Benvolio enter the scene. Tybalt approaches them asking Romeo's whereabouts, to which they do not answer. Romeo then enters and Tybalt expresses his hatred for him. Tybalt then challenges him to a fight, which he refuses. Mercutio then challenges Tybalt to a duel. Tybalt accepts, the two draw their weapons and they begin to fight. Romeo comes between them, allowing Tybalt to stab Mercutio. Tybalt then flees the scene and Benvolio takes Mercutio away. Tybalt re-enters the scene shortly, followed by Benvolio, who informs Romeo that Mercutio has died. Romeo declares a fight with Tybalt. The two battle for a short moment, ending in Tybalt's demise. Romeo flees. The prince enters to discover Tybalt's body and banishes Romeo. Scene 2. Set in Juliet's bedroom, Monday afternoon. Juliet is waiting for Romeo. The nurse rushes into her room to tell her the news about Romeo and Tybalt. The nurse then tells Juliet that she will bring Romeo to her. Scene 3. Set in the friar's cell, Monday afternoon. Romeo meets Friar Lawrence and is told that he has been banished from Verona. The nurse enters to tell Romeo that she can take him to Juliet just for one night before he leaves. Scene 4. Somewhere in the Capulet household, Monday evening. Lord Capulet tells Paris that he will still be marrying Juliet on the coming Thursday. Lord Capulet instructs his wife to tell Juliet that she will be marrying Paris. Scene 5. Set in Juliet's bedroom, Tuesday morning. Romeo and Juliet are together. The nurse enters to tell the two that Lady Capulet is on her way. Romeo quickly exits. Lady Capulet enters to tell Juliet that she will be married to Paris on the Thursday, to which Juliet says no. Lord Capulet enters. Lady Capulet explains to her husband that Juliet refuses to marry Paris. He then begins to verbally abuse his daughter. He then exits. Juliet begs her mother to delay the wedding, to which her mother tells her that if she does not marry Paris, everything will be over, and she will not care about her anymore. She then exits. Juliet confides in the nurse, asking her for advice. The nurse advises her to marry Paris and forget about Romeo. Overall, Act 3 is a setup for the finale of the play and drives the characters forwards towards their endgame. Rereading this play has given me a greater understanding of how Shakespeare wrote how a character could go from point A to point B on an emotional level. Act 3 is a perfect example of this, as most of the characters and their relationships break down in this act. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I think that's about all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank you all for joining me for another episode of Shakespeare Uncovered. I've been your host, Joe Ashford. Good night.